All right, Lieutenant May. Now that was a big name around Pasco too. Now they're banquet for high school teams and bars and band. And of course, Judge Horrigan again talked on Columbia Basin irrigation. He was tireless, and everything we've noticed, he's tireless on promoting that. There's Ole Olson again, Charles.
That's Ed Ray recruiting.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so now this Pearl Haven, we don't know if she was a local gal or not, but see, she was on the program, said she lived there in that deal for the Japanese for 3 years. So much fascinating on this. Now here's a variety program from the Naval Air Station. And then now, what do we got here? Seaman on training of swimming and rescue work. Wendell Brown, see there? Wendell Brown was a very, very active Kiwanian. You just couldn't, he's in the minutes of most of the things, okay? Now we got past activities and accomplishments. Here we go. Now this, Ann discovered what this was all about. And Dwayne, you can tell me and tell us what she discovered about what that was at Edgar Brown.
Well, we had a heck of a discussion. You can move it along to the ice capades. We, the Kiwanis Club of Pasco, brought the first ice capades to Pasco. And we held it at Edgar Brown Memorial Stadium. There are the lovely girls ice skating. That rink was put up about July the 12th here in Pasco, out in the open. And they had freezing pipes underneath. And they brought this professional skating group in on the 50-yard line, and the Kiwanis Club sponsored them, sold tickets, and broke even. But, which is more than I can say about some of our projects. But that's an exciting time. Can you imagine the ice follies brought here by Pasco? Also, the water follies that Ed will refer to was brought here by Pasco. Go ahead.
All right. All right, now these are Kiwanians. These are past lieutenant governors, which Socrates Lee Bonnet, he was the mayor of Pasco and lieutenant governor for Kiwanis. Jim Barbalides was the manager for Tidewater Barge Lines. And then Ed Hindler called himself the Mad Turk. So they were on some kind of a program. But Hindler was a past lieutenant governor. And of course, the bridge is named after him and everything else. Now we're about to show you about Edgar Brown Memorial Stadium that you just can't believe what you're going to see here. But that's all right. This is where they started talking about it. And 40,000 seats, and no way. Because we found out, Ann tells me that probably 6,000 to 7,000 is about the most. But anyway, now that's where it started. Now just think of that. Yeah. Just think of that. Now Dwayne's going to tell you the story of what those kids did, I suppose, on that picture. All right, Dwayne, tell them on that one.
Well, see, Edgar Brown had the obligation to fill that pit. And then rather than doing that, he found a dumb school board and gave it to him. And that hasn't changed. In any event, we had a lot of fun in that stadium long before it was a football field. They had a chain or a cable that ran from Sylvester, down north and south. They went north, clear to the other end where the dressing room was, and a bucket was on the end of it, and they'd drop that bucket, get the material, pull it up, and dump it into a truck at this end. Well, it was closed, so we kids bent bars, and if you had any courage or were dumb enough, you put the bar over that cable and you swang clear down, starting about 60 feet over the ground, all the way down to the dressing rooms. It was quite a thrill.
when you look at Sylvester now, I think Sylvester was just gravel at that time. Looks like, doesn't look like it's paved. But when you look at it, it's just unbelievable how our community has grown past that. And to think that Kiwanis was involved in this development. Now here's after it's pretty well complete, and then it shows the Blue Bridge in the background. We were told, somebody was trying to say that the Blue Bridge was built by excavation from Edgar Brown. No way, no way. But that is a fantastic picture there. All right, now this is interesting. Things don't change. I don't think, Spence, did you ever see your dad's picture on that one? I thought that was so neat. Look, the people that were involved in. Spence was for mayor, George Grant. Charlie Knapp was a business agent for the laborers. Ralph Ecker, Empire Electric. Ray Sutherland was cement finishers. And city attorney, Dick Patrick. Friends of all of us. So interesting. Great. Great, great. All right. One other thing we should say is that the Pasco Kiwanis Club did other things. Like foundation, we're going to give scholarships. Years ago, they were giving, our club then was giving scholarships. The scholarships were $100. Isn't that interesting? Now, that doesn't go very far. And one of the things they did to do this was they had a meeting and they put gumball machines in every business. Now, to raise money for the scholarships. But it's just what our club has done in the past, and the history there is unbelievable. So Pasco Kiwanis has historically been an active advocate for our community, especially for our youth and numerous community projects. All of you who are involved in these activities should take great pride in making Pasco such a great place to live. Keep your eye on Pasco and the Pasco Kiwanis. Thank you.
Great.
Go ahead.
Well, Ed said that we should remind you that this just gets us through the war, and we need somebody dumb enough to volunteer, and Ed and I will both help you, but you better hurry if you want my help, either one of our help. Like I said at the pavilion dedication, I had one advantage over those who gave more to the Kiwanis. I was going to go first, and that may happen. But we need some help because this is, I think, Ed put it together with, what's that kid's name?
Chancellor, stand up, Chancellor.
Stand up. This, yeah. Now, let me tell you, this kid is brilliant. He could take that and make it a Richland display in 11 minutes. And he graduates this June in about 12 things, carrying 25 hours. And if you're looking for an employee, you're dumb to pass him up. Thanks, kid.
I want to thank you and the club for allowing me to take part in doing this. It's very interesting to see the history add up with not only Pasco and the Pasco Chamber of Commerce, where Bercolin is. Yeah. Everything's adding up. I see this history, especially with World War II and the Kiwanis helping out the community, just come together and build these amazing things. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
My man.